Okay, for science today, we are doing life science stories about the life cycles. So I have a bunch of fun stuff for us to look at, and I have actually a surprise video after this of something that I've been looking at. So it's going to be exciting. So let's get started. Make sure you're following along with your finger or a pencil as I read. Life cycles. Plants and animals don't always look the same. They go through different stages as they grow. These stages are called a life cycle. Some animals have a metamorphosis. This is a change that makes them like a different thing. A butterfly starts as an egg and hatches as a caterpillar. Then it goes into a chrysalis, a cocoon, and hatches as a butterfly. It sure does change. Frogs change a lot also. They go from an egg to a tadpole to an adult. Tadpoles don't look that much like frogs, do they? Plants don't usually change as much as animals, but they change too. Plants start as a seed and start to grow roots. Later, they flower or make fruit. Then they make more plants. So let's move on to our questions. So the first one is, these stages are called a life: A, cycle; B, cake; C, cookie; or D, bite. So these stages are called a life cycle, cake, cookie, or bite. They are called a life cycle. Number 2, which of these animals has a metamorphosis? Is it A, people; B, dogs; C, frogs; or D, hogs? What do we think? Which of these animals has a metamorphosis? If you need to look, we could go back into our story. And right here it says some animals have metamorphosis. They're talking about caterpillars and butterflies, and then they're also talking about frogs. So what's our answer? Our answer is C, frogs. Number 3, what is a frog called before it grows legs? Is it called a swimmer, egg, dog, or tadpole? What is a frog called before it grows legs? It's called D, tadpole. Number 4, what word means the cocoon a caterpillar goes into? Is it A, cave; B, house; C, chrysalis; or D, cage? We could go into our story and look if you need to. Here we go. It says, then it goes into a chrysalis, which is a cocoon. Okay, so it's C, chrysalis. And true or false? All animals have a metamorphosis. Is this true or false? We could look at our story. Right here it says some animals have a metamorphosis. So it is false. Not all animals have a metamorphosis. Okay, so we're going to move on to a read aloud. Okay, this is one of my favorite stories, and it's called The Very Hungry Caterpillar by Eric Carle. So here we're going to see a caterpillar eat its way and then eventually turn into a butterfly. In the light of the moon, a little egg lay on a leaf. One Sunday morning, the warm sun came up, and pop, out of the egg came a tiny and very hungry caterpillar. He started to look for some food. On Monday, he ate through one apple, but he was still hungry. On Tuesday, he ate through 2 pears, but he was still hungry. On Wednesday, he ate through 3 plums, but he was still hungry. On Thursday, he ate through 4 strawberries, but he was still hungry. On Friday, he ate through 5 oranges, but he was still hungry. On Saturday, he ate through 1 piece of chocolate cake, 1 ice cream cone, 1 pickle, 1 slice of Swiss cheese, 1 slice of salami, 1 lollipop, 1 piece of cherry pie, one sausage, one cupcake, and one slice of watermelon. That night, he had a stomach ache. The next day was Sunday again. The caterpillar ate through one nice green leaf, and after that he felt much better. Now he wasn't hungry anymore, and he wasn't a little caterpillar anymore. He was a big, fat caterpillar. He built a small house called a cocoon around himself. He stayed inside for more than 2 weeks. Then he nibbled a hole in the cocoon, pushed his way out, and he was a beautiful butterfly. The end. So there we saw it started out as an egg, and then it grew into a caterpillar, and then it went into a cocoon, and then it finally turned into a butterfly. Okay, here I have a fun song, a metamorphosis song, and it will show you the life cycle of a caterpillar and butterfly.
Butterfly egg, caterpillar chrysalis. Butterfly egg, caterpillar chrysalis. Flutter and fly in the sky. That's the life cycle of a butterfly. Changes, changes, round like this. It's called metamorphosis. The butterfly lays her tiny eggs on a leaf. They're so tiny and hard to see. The eggs hatch into a small caterpillar. It munches lots of leaves and gets bigger and bigger. The caterpillar hangs in the shape of a J. A chrysalis is formed, the caterpillar is changed. When the caterpillar's changes are all done, a beautiful butterfly it has become. It's amazing! The butterfly's metamorphosis happens in 4 stages. Butterfly egg, caterpillar chrysalis. Butterfly egg, caterpillar chrysalis. Flutter and fly in the sky. That's the life cycle of a butterfly. Changes, changes, round like this. It's called metamorphosis. If you like this video, be sure to...
Okay, so that is the end of this science section. Later on, I'm going to have another video of a surprise for you that we're going to look at over a couple weeks, okay? So enjoy.